So, hey everyone, I know it's late, but I kind of wanted to make one more video just to say thank you. A big, huge thank you to everyone who's just been very patient with me, very supportive, very loving, very kind, because there was a point in time where I didn't even think that I could do this. Like, I didn't even think that I could own a company or even get a good paying job. Like, I didn't think I could do it. I just didn't know. I never tried it. I never thought that was possible for me. So I am very grateful to everyone who has helped me to see the queen in me, because I didn't know. I just really didn't know. Um, and especially and not to go into race or anything, but especially as a woman of color. Um, I've always had a very diverse group of friends. I've always, never had problems with meeting people and being friends with different types of ethnicities and cultures and even races. I've never had a problem with that. And I guess I just fell into a rut of being around people who are just not as affluent or as ambitious or goal oriented as I am. And it was time. And those of you who know the Spirit, who understand the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, who understand about passion and life in the universe and Yahweh and God and a higher power, you know that there's a point in time where your spirit, your inner voice says to you that it is time. It's time for you to stop playing around, and it's time for you to get these things done. There's just no way around it, because the longer you push, the longer you not push, but you fail to acknowledge that voice in you, then the harder your life becomes. And I just got to a point where I had to acknowledge that voice within and just do what I have to do. I still love the people that helped me to get to this point. I still love and appreciate the lessons that I had to learn to get to this point. Yes, they were painful. Yes, they were hard. Yes, I felt uncomfortable. I felt tired. I felt exhausted. But I had to go through those things so I could become the beautiful young lady that I am today, successful young lady that I am today, and inspire other people, which is to say, once again, thank you. Thank you so much for being patient with me, because it's not easy. It's not an easy thing. Many of you know my story already. I lost my mom when I was young. I was raised by my grandparents. And I am grateful to have had my grandmother and my aunt in my corner to help me understand a little bit of life. But I am very appreciative of every kind word, every loving gesture or kindness that anyone has ever showed to me, because it has helped me to maintain humility and to be a kind person as well. The one thing I want to say to, this is for the ladies right now at this moment, is that it is not your job to be a man's stability. It's not your job to be his stability. You are there to help him, to encourage, to be a bright light, to be, and excuse me, I'm cooking. But you are there to help him to help him to find his passions and his goals, to motivate him, to inspire him to do the things that he loves to do. That's what you're there for. You are there to just inspire him, just to motivate him, but you are not there to be his stability, because that stability, it comes from within. He has to already have it on his own. He has to already be confident in his gifts. He has to already know who he is as a man and be confident in that before you can inspire him. It is not your job to build a foundation for him, a stable foundation for him. It's not your job. And a lot of times as ladies, we get so caught up and we love him and he's so sweet and he does these little gestures and these little things. And yes, he loves you. He loves you. He cares about you. But he cannot fully give you the fullness of love until he loves himself, until he has found his purpose, until he understands who he is as a man. And it doesn't have anything to do with you. Nothing at all to do with you. You could have done everything right, never yelled, never screamed, never cussed, never said anything, never got mad, nothing. Been the perfect girlfriend, perfect wife, perfect whatever it is that you were. But it still came down to maybe he knew. He knew that he wasn't the man he needed to be. He knew that his spirit was speaking to him and saying, hey dude, we got to get our life together so that we can have love. We can, pursue a woman that is worthy. We can be with a woman that loves us and we can reciprocate that love. But until we understand who we are, we're never going to be able to do that. And when you meet a man who is confident and who has already learned those lessons and he is confident in who he is, it's a whole different story, a whole different ball game. And I just want to say prayers, positive energy, best wishes to any lady out there who is just, going through. If you're in a relationship and you feel things are, out of place or not going the way that you think they should go, just be peaceful, just be calm, don't yell, don't scream, and just let love take care of it for you. Okay? It was one of the biggest things that I had to do to step back from. I had to step back and let life, let Yahweh, let God, let my creator, let love just take care of things for me. Because if I would have stayed where I was, I would have been stuck. I would have been very, very unhappy, and I would not have been able to give the love to other people the way that I needed to. And it's a lot. I know it's a lot to think about, a lot to consider, but I pray and I hope that you do consider it. Your peace of mind is it. It is the greatest strength you will ever have and know. If you can have a strong peace of mind, you can think, you can function, you can breathe, you can create. But if your peace of mind is messed up and so distracted with his tantrums and his nonsense and his accusing and manipulation and abuse, verbally, physically, whatever it is, you will never get to blossom and shine into the woman and to the beautiful, intelligent, gorgeous queen that you are. And you'll be able to tell right off the bat a man that has a weak spirit versus a man that has an established confident spirit. You'll be able to tell the difference. And yes, my goodness, it was a lesson to learn. It was a very hard lesson to learn, but I learned it and I got through it, and I understand now who I am. I know who I am. No matter what type of hair I'm wearing or makeup I'm wearing or clothes I'm wearing, I still am a queen. And I will be respected. I will be loved. I will be cherished. I will be protected. And I will be able to give and love more and more and more. Because when you meet a man that can pour into you a strong love, oh my gosh, the sky is not even a limit. You can go beyond that. You can do whatever. And it's just, when you meet a man that's just so confident in himself, he has the ability to pour into you love and hope and compassion and joy and forgiveness and patience and all these good qualities that can help you grow in the spirit and also help you build, help you to love, help you to give to someone else. And that's the goal. That is the goal right there. We are on this planet for a very short time, really, honestly. And what do you want to be remembered for? What do you want people to remember you as? Me, I want people to remember me as a loving spirit. I want them to be, I want them to be able to see the progress that I made, and for them to be like, wow, like she left us a legacy of greatness, So anyway, that's my conversation for the ladies. It can go much deeper. It can go much further than that, but I'll leave it right there. For the gentlemen, most of my gentlemen friends are very nice, very kind. They already know where I stand with certain things. But those of you gentlemen who have men friends or guy friends who have not reached that level of confidence, I ask that you encourage them. Encourage them with good words. Encourage them, to find their purpose, to find themselves, to find their healing place, to find their happy place, really. And just to be as just helpful and supportive as you can. Everyone's journey is different. There is not a set time. There is not a set day. Everybody's journey is different. But the thing about it is you have to take the first step. You have got to take the first step. If there is something in your past that is holding you back, that is making you feel some type of way, you have to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I cry at night because of this thought? Why am I hurting right now? What is it that I'm holding on to that makes me hurt, that makes me cry, that makes me angry, that makes me outraged? What can I do about it? You have to ask yourself those questions, and sometimes they're very deep questions. Sometimes we don't want answers. Sometimes we want other people to fix our problems, but it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to us. It's up to the individual to figure that out, to heal. It's a healing love. When you get to that healing love, not if, when you get to that healing love, you will understand there's a greater purpose for you. A much powerful, much greater purpose for you. And everywhere you go, you'll be able to bless somebody else with your joy, with your peace, with your love. And they can take it and run, and they can bless other people. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We are blessing other people with the love and the gifts and the joy that we have in our hearts and our souls and our spirits, because there are people out there dying every single day, dying left and right, depression, suicide, whatever it is, and it's sad. It's sad because maybe no one took the time out to talk to them. Maybe no one took the time to share a loving story. Maybe no one took the time to give them a hug or a wave or a handshake or a smile even, So let's try. Let's try to do something different, to be better, to be much, much better than we can be. All right. Anyway, I talked enough. I love you guys so much. Make sure you follow NC Talents Vibe International, and the website is www.nctalentsvibe. Very simple, very easy, and just show love as much as you can. Show all the love you can. All right, bye. Thank you so much for listening.